You want to talk about flavor. How about a chicken that has been spatchcocked, been lightly smoked, then broiled in the oven? And we're pairing it with some coral lentils and a spinach and feta cheese salad. That's what's on the menu today. Spatchcocked chicken that's been smoked and then broiled. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If this is your first time tuning in, let us know you're out there by giving us a big thumbs up below and then hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss a video. Now, let's start cooking. So the main purpose today is for us to be able to deliver a maximum amount of flavor in a minimum amount of time and effort. And so that's why we are going to spatchcock our chicken. We're going to quick smoke our chicken with a portable smoker. And then we're going to broil it in the oven. So these three things are what we're going to focus on today. So what is spatchcocking and what's so great about it? Well, the purpose of spatchcocking is so that you can cook an entire chicken without roasting it whole in the oven like you would normally do. And to do that, I've got one whole chicken here. And to spatchcock it, basically spatchcock, butterfly, split, whatever you want to call it. But I've got a chicken here that's whole. So to spatchcock it, it just means you're going to take the backbone out. So with your kitchen shears, you're just going to come along the side of this bone here, the backbone, and you're just going to snip that out. And then the other side, and we started on the side with the parson's beak, and now we're just going to come back up the other side and cut that out. And it helps to have really good kitchen shears, which these are. And by the way, these are in our kit listed below if you want to check that out. But these are, it's a Wolfstoff kitchen shear, and there is a difference in kitchen shears, believe me. So that's something that you really need to have. So basically we've taken the backbone out, and I'm just going to snip this muscle right here between the breasts, just like that, so that it lays open. And if you see pieces pointing out here and that kind of thing that might, get in the way later on, you can certainly take those out. But now all we're going to do is just push it down so that it lays flat. And so really that's it. We have spatchcocked this chicken, and I'm not sure why there we go. I was thinking it was deformed for a second there, but basically that's it. So to do that, we just simply removed the backbone, and we just basically butterflied the chicken. Now at this point, you can do whatever seasoning or brine that you want. So the second part of what we're going to talk about is how to deliver maximum flavor. Now this chicken I wanted to show you how to spatchcock the chicken, but I have one that I have already done this next step, which I think is a great step, and it is to brine our chicken. So, and I've got it right here, and a brine is simply a mixture of liquid and spices that you want to marinate your chicken in. In this case, for my brine, I've used about 2 liters of warm water, 8 tablespoons of kosher salt, a 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar. I've used 4 tablespoons of garlic powder. I've used about 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and I've used 3 whole star anise. And this spice just really packs a lot of flavor. Now, when you're going to brine a chicken, kind of a general rule for brining a chicken is that you brine it for about an hour per pound. In this case, we have about a 3.5 pound chicken, so it's been sitting in the brine for about 3.5 hours. So all of those elements that I just mentioned in the brine We heated the water up, and then we put in the salt, the brown sugar, and the garlic powder, and stirred those around so that they would dissolve. And then we added the rest of the ingredients. Then we just put the chicken in this bowl, and we poured the brine over. And so now it's brined, it's ready to go. And let's take it out. And now this brine is, you can just toss it. It's done its job. So now you can see our chicken here is all brined, and boy, you talk about delivering some incredible flavor there. After we pat our chicken dry from the brine, now we're just ready to go ahead and apply our rub to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually add a little bit of olive oil all over just to make sure our rub sticks. And now let's talk about our rub. Now in this rub, you can use any rub you want, and I've got the ingredients listed below, but in our rub, I've got a teaspoon of Berbere or Cayenne pepper, 4 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 8 tablespoons of garlic powder, 8 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 8 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, 4 teaspoons of black pepper, 4 teaspoons of coarse sea salt, and then 4 teaspoons of Colman's dry mustard. Now that's that will make a very large amount of this rub. I'm not quite sure. That probably makes 2 cups of this rub, and you'll see that you really won't need that much. Now you see something that's happening here, which is great, is that this chicken is already kind of pulling away from the skin, which is good because we want to be able to get inside where the meat is. So that's a great thing, and we're going to go underneath the skin here. And again, we're talking about delivering maximum flavor. So we'll go all over the wings. Great. And coming underneath here, and I'm just going to use the same rub, so that's why I'm putting my fingers back in this rub and onto the chicken. It's okay. If I were not going to do that, I would probably be using a spoon or something else. You don't want to touch your rub and then touch your chicken and then touch something else. Okay, so we've got that nice and seasoned. Now we'll just season the outside of it, mainly for color. You know, when you season the outside of a chicken, when you're quick cooking it, it's really the best part of that seasoning is going to just get, you know, not be that effective. But in this case, we've brined this chicken for about 3.5 to 4 hours. It's going to have some incredible deep flavor. And you know, you don't have to brine your chicken. You can just take it right out of the fridge and let it come to room temperature and go ahead and season it really nicely and have it that way. But there's definitely going to be a big difference in the flavor when you brine it. Okay, so that's good. Our chicken is good to go. And now what we're going to do is the second part of this equation that I'm talking about today is we're going to smoke this on our in-home smoker. Sometimes if it's just you and one other person and you just want to do one chicken, you really don't want to light up, go to the whole trouble of lighting up your smoker. I don't know about you, but I light my smoker up. I'm gonna fill that bad boy up. I'm putting ribs, I'm putting brisket, I'm putting pork, I'm putting chicken, all that kind of stuff. In this case, I just want to smoke a chicken for dinner, So we are just going to use a portable smoker. And the reason we're using that is because it delivers some really intense smoke flavor in about 25 minutes. Because it's just very, very, very concentrated. So this is the smoker we're going to be using. And we've got a link, I think, to several smokers. I'm not sure you can find this particular one, but the thing you want to look for in a smoker, a portable smoker like this is that you've got, you know, our heat source. In this case, we've just got the little burners there, and we just add oil to that, and it burns very, very cleanly. And inside, you've got a nice cavity here for the smoke to billow around in, but also right in the bottom of the smoker. And when many smokers will come with some smoking, you know, dust or wood chips or what have you. This one comes with these little smoking, I say it's smoking dust. Sometimes it's pellets or what have you. Really, it's meant to be able to smoke fish or, you know, chicken breast, that kind of thing. But you see how little, that's really about 2 tablespoons of the smoking dust. You'd be amazed how much flavor that's going to deliver to this chicken. And this one is oak flavored. So basically, all we're going to do now is light our burners, and we'll put our chicken on. We'll cover it up, leave it here in the house, let it smoke for about 25 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and we're going to put it in our oven on the broiler feature of the oven. We're actually going to put the oven very, very high temperature, and then we're going to put our chicken right underneath that broiler. We'll do the underside first, and then we'll finish with the top side, because that's the side that's going to be kind of our presentation side. So that's how we're going to cook it. We have spatchcocked it, we brined it, which that's a step you don't have to do, but I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed if you do that. We have seasoned it. Now we're just going to smoke it 20-25 minutes, and then we're going to put it in our oven, and that'll be it. Okay, our chicken is spatchcocked, it's brined, it's seasoned, and now I've got it on the smoker. And the great thing about these smokers is that you can use it in the house, but it doesn't fill your house up with smoke. It does emit a little bit of smoke from time to time, but in the very top of it, there's a little vent that lets you control how much air goes into that. And when you open that up, it does maybe elicit a little bit of smoke, but it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful way to smoke a chicken. So, and again, you can use this for duck breast, you can use it for salmon. It's fantastic for salmon. I find myself using it all the time because I don't want to always go up and light the big barbecue. And I've also done ribs in this because it delivers such intense smoke flavor. It's like having something smoke for 2 hours when you put it in here. As you can see, it's very concentrated. And then you take that out and put it in a very hot oven. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a roasting pan, just a flat sheet, and the juices that come out of the chicken will get on that pan, and we'll be able to use that. And boy, this chicken will be great we're going to, you know, serve it with as a meal, but talk about, you know, for sandwiches, for, you know, enchiladas, all kinds of stuff. It's great just to do one of these and have it sitting around. So that's what we'll do. And when you get ready to close it up, you just put this on. It latches down very, very nicely, and you simply light your burners. I haven't put the oil on yet. You light your burners and put your meat back on it and just set it on the counter, or you can set it outside if you want, and let her go. Well, our chicken has, oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. What an incredible aroma. Okay, so the chicken is smoked, and of course it's not done yet, but it's got a wonderful smoke flavor. You can just tell it does. And so now what we're going to do, since we're going to put this in the oven, we are literally just going to put it on a sheet pan, and we're going to let this pan catch some of the juices. As a matter of fact, I did that wrong. I'm actually going to put it skinned side down first, just to make sure it gets nice and cooked through on the bottom. and then we'll turn it over and we'll finish it with the skin side up. And we're going to put this in a relatively hot oven because it is somewhat cooked. We don't need to cook it all the way through anymore. It's basically cooked partially. So we'll put it in a hot oven because we want to go ahead and sear these outside parts here. And so we'll put that in, give it maybe 15 minutes on the underside, and then we'll turn it over and finish it. And we've got this, we're going to put it in a hot oven at about probably 395, 400 Fahrenheit. And then we'll turn it over, and it's going to be pretty close to the top of the oven. So it's almost like it's broiling, but we don't actually have the broiler feature on. If we feel like we need to turn it on, which we may do at the end, just to crisp that skin up, we can turn the broiler on and get a little crispness on that. But that's our next step. So going in the oven, and I'm putting it pretty close to the top here. So actually, that may be a little close. Stop. Hey everybody, it's Walter from Artistic Gourmet Adventures. My wife Kim and I own this unique small group tour company where we host groups of 6 to 12 guests for 1 week luxury adventures in beautiful locations throughout Europe and the United States. I have the privilege of being the adventure chef, creating and preparing daily gourmet meals for our guests. So in this video series from our cozy home kitchen here in the beautiful Loire Valley of France, we will demonstrate a wide variety of recipes from culinary classics to originals, as well as covering professional kitchen techniques for the home chef. For more information on Artistic Gourmet Adventures, check our website, linked in the description below. All right, it has been about 10 minutes, and let's just check on our chicken. Oh, look at that. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna baste it just a little bit with some of its own juices. And there's plenty of juice inside that chicken, believe you me. And now let's just turn it over, and we can just finish it on the other side there. Oops, damaged it just a little bit there. But look at that, look how nice and juicy that is. And just in case you're wondering, what we're going for is about 160 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast area. The dark meat will be a little bit hotter, probably about 180, but because it's dark meat, it will not dry out. But we want to go no higher than about 160 in the breast. Let's just check it with a thermometer. And we are about at 145 right now. So I'll bet you another 15 minutes and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, our chicken is absolutely ready. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Let's just, we'll baste it a little bit, but that is what we're going for. That just looks like flavor, doesn't it? Wow. Okay, very nice. And boy, I'm not even sure if we need to, we could probably just pull this apart. It is so tender. Okay, so we're actually going to let that chicken rest for about 5 minutes, and then we'll serve it up. This chicken is ready to go. I took the temperature of the breast portion, and it's straight up 162 degrees. That is absolutely perfect, and it's been rested. So let's go ahead and look at that. I don't even need to worry about cutting through that. It just comes right apart. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Oh, it's nice and hot. That's the thing. Look at the juices in that. And that's the thing about this chicken. You can, you pull it out and you let it sit for 15-20 minutes and it still keeps all of its heat in it. So that's wonderful. All right. Another section. And for the breast section, wow. Okay, that is quite hot. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit longer, and we'll finish carving it up. But that is absolutely perfect. I've separated the breast portions, but just take a look at the juices there. Look how nice and juicy that is. So for service, we'll cut part of that, and we'll do it like they do on the plains. We'll leave a little wing on there. So we'll have some, serve it like it's airline chicken. That'll be a nice portion there, and a nice breast portion. All right, let's finish getting it cut up, and we'll serve it. All right, our chicken is done, and we are serving that with a nice helping of lentils, which, by the way, I've done a video on that, and just check for that video. And this goes great with a side salad, a side spinach salad of fresh baby spinach leaves, some red onions, some beautiful cherry tomatoes, and some Greek feta cheese, along with a very good olive oil and a balsamic vinegar of Modena. So, you know, always the best oil and the best balsamic vinegar you can get is what you need with that. And we have paired this today with actually a rosé, and this is a dry rosé from the Provence region of France, in the southwest of France. And rosé pairs very well with chicken, especially something that's, you know, smoky, that's barbecue, that kind of thing, has deep flavors. I think you'll really like this. Oh boy, let's give it a shot. Okay, going in for some of this chicken. Wow. It's really, you can really taste the smoke. I'm telling you, you just can't believe how nice and smoky you can get something with just 20 minutes. And so I'm tasting the smoke, I'm tasting, you know, the spice, and that brine has really helped this thing to just stay so moist and tender. Oh, it's just flavored throughout. Let's get rid of a little bit. And we've got it paired with our lentils here. That's great. All right, and now with a little bit of our spinach and feta salad, I'm telling you, this may be in the running for one of my favorite meals of all time. So I'm just going to wash it down with a little bit of rosé, and hope you try this and hope you enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, give us a thumbs up below and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as we release a new video. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any special recipe requests. We really appreciate you tuning in. See you next time.